Kobe, boy, that's on point like CP3. Highly in my own world, just leave me be. I don't know where they judge me, but they don't even know my name. But one day they gon' see my name in the Hall of Fame.
Ballin' out like Kobe, boy, that's on point like CP3. Ballin' out like Kobe, boy, that's on point like CP3.
Sophomore Tervell Beck is starting the season off on a tear. Beck is putting up over 20 points per game and is emerging as a leader on this young Central Catholic squad. Inside, outside, you name it. Nunu is virtually doing whatever he wants, when he wants. Beck's maturation couldn't have come at a better time, as his team gets prepared for its upcoming game against top-ranked sophomore VJ King and St. Vincent St.
I don't believe in looking ahead, but man, there's one coming up. It's coming. It ain't far off. It's coming. It's coming. And we gonna have to lock some folks up. We gonna have to sit down in front of some players and say, you know, I'm just as good as you, and I'm gonna show you on the parquet. I'm gonna show you on the parquet. But we'll get there. It's coming though. But we'll deal with who we need to deal with before we get to that.
Last year's matchup was a thriller that came down to the very last seconds. Everyone around the area was hyped to see Tervell and VJ go head-to-head for the first time. This was many fans' first look at the freshman king, and man, did he leave a great first impression. Tervell countered early with a few buckets of his own, but as the game went on, he seemed to be so caught up in his matchup with VJ that it began to make him lose focus on playing his own game.
You know what I mean? That game against St. V last year, I think he got caught up in the moment. You know what I mean? And I think he overplayed hard. You know what I mean? So if he continues to grow in his motor, he's still maturing. You know what I mean? I still think, you know, he was a freshman last year, and his mindset, mental part of the game, it wasn't like VJ's. Like I said, VJ was at a whole nother level.
Despite Tervell struggling a little, Central and St. V's were knotted at 66 with 18 seconds left to play. The Irish converted on a big-time bucket, leaving just 4 seconds on the clock. After a timeout, Central inbounded to rock the senior guard Greg Snyder for one last shot.
His talent, man. He has an unbelievable ceiling. If he keeps developing, I think he's gonna be a player. Big time.
I think VJ is close to, like, it's hard to say because he's so young, but like almost like a finished product. You know, as far as skills go.
Like he is what he is.
Yeah, he got skills, but
to me, I think he the best person in our class. To me, like since the last year, and then he didn't. Everybody thought Tervell wasn't as good as he was. I mean, like he don't play hard, but this past year he been tearing everybody up. Like just the top people that's from different states. Like he been killing them. So yeah, I think to me, that's my opinion. I think he got that #1 spot locked down. I mean, VJ more smooth. Like his game more smoother. Like he got a potential. Tervell got that dog, that aggression now. Like, and then he been had it, but like he ain't really bring it out. Now he bringing it out. Now he know like his goal. Like now he really focused. Like yeah, it's about to get crazy these next couple years.
Comparison wise, I don't see a slight change. I mean, I don't see the difference. You know what I mean? They both can shoot. They both can pass. They both, you know what I mean, can play. They're 1 and 2 for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, that's a battle that everyone's looking to see for the next 3 or 4 years, and I'm excited to see it. You know what I mean? Those two guys, just the competitiveness of, you know, want to be the best. You know what I mean? That's always good for high school basketball and basketball, period.
Now the Irish are more than just VJ King. They have a senior guard, Jalen Hudson, junior point guard, Josh Williams, sophomore wing Henry Badley, and junior transfer Jabri Blunt. Williams has committed to play at the University of Akron. Hudson has committed to play at Virginia Tech, while Badley and Blunt have both received interest from Division I programs. The night before the matchup with Central, the Irish were taking on a loaded St. Ed's group. King had suffered a wrist injury earlier in the week, and he couldn't quite be as aggressive as usual. Coach Drew Joyce felt it was best to rest VJ and protect him from further damage, so he watched the entire second half from the bench.
I got one thing. Last year, and I commend Mr. Grant, he's a funny guy. Y'all ever talk to Mr. Grant? He's a funny guy. Last year, after we beat them at our place, here was Mr. Joyce's quote. Now, St. Vincent St. Mary coach Drew Joyce said after the game, "Now is the time to face the Irish." Coming off of Saturday, St. Vincent St. Mary had a handful of players from the football team who played against CCC despite having just one practice under their belt. Several others are expected to contribute, weren't in uniform. "We're not the team we're going to beat," Joyce said. "This is the time to beat us, because in February and March, we're not going to be able to be beat." Now, last year, he had the excuse of, "I don't have my football players. I ain't got all my guys. They call it slip." So Mr. Grant obliged him by moving the game back. So we want you to have all your guys. We don't want you to have no excuse this season. When we beat you, we want to make sure you got your football guys and everybody been playing. Because last year, I felt it was a smack in the face. You lose and you use an excuse why you lost to us. So he got his football players. He got plenty of practices under his belt. He got his brand new arena. He got LeBron James on the wall. Now there's no excuse why. Don't leave him an excuse. Go out tonight. Let's not win on the buzzer beater. Don't be lucky. Don't let nobody say this was a lucky win for St. Vincent, for Central Catholic. Don't let nobody disrespect us by saying, "Oh, they got lucky. They caught us early on." Ain't no pressure on us. We're going to do the same thing we did last year. But don't let him disrespect us by saying, like, we got lucky or something. We played that game just like they did. They had just as many practices as we did. They showed up at the gym the same time we did. What's the difference? There's no difference. But the only way you get some respect sometimes is sometimes you just got to go right into the bully's house and you just got to smack them up. That's it. That's the only way sometimes you get respect. Some people won't respect you unless you just beat the shit out of them. It comes to that sometimes. It comes to that. All season, we beat them in Summer League. Oh, excuses. Ain't no fucking excuses tonight, man. Only these motherfuckers no excuses on why they lost this game. But we got to do our part first. They ain't gonna give it to us. We got to go out and we got to take it. We got to sit down on defense. We got to execute on offense. Don't leave these jokers no reason why we lost the game because of this. Go out and make a statement. I'm not in a statement wins. I swear I'm not. But some people need to have it put right in their face. The arrogance. The arrogance. At some point it has to stop, man. But the only way you can stop it is sometimes getting in the ring and handling your business. Now I know I'm gonna bring it. I know all the coaches ready to bring it. Now what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? They supposed to be the best team in the state, D2. Okay, let's see it, because I think we the best. I think we the best. So now let's get in the ring and let's fight it out. And let's see who come out with the win. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Get after they ass, man. Get after they ass. The same way y'all did, Vinny. Get after these jokers. Don't leave them no excuses, man. Let's go, man. Hard-working family, man. Hard-working family. 1, 2, 3.
Hard work.
4, 5, 6.
Family. Let's go, y'all. Let's come out. Over the ball.
Tonight is the unveiling of LeBron James Arena, and the gym is jam-packed. VJ's wrist injury is too severe for him to suit up for this one. Fans will have to wait another day for him and Beck to go head-to-head. Game time is here, and these kids are ready to show out. Junior shooting guard Antoine Lillard started out hot to help Central jump on top early. With King's absence, sophomore Henry Badley stepped up big time to help the Irish build a lead in the second. Tervell knocked down a few shots, but it didn't seem that him and Coach Harris were on the same page going into the half. The second half quickly turned into the Tervell Beck show. Badley and Williams counted for St. V to close out the third. With little time left in the game, junior Montel McCray converted with a huge putback. The Irish had the ball in the closing seconds, down one, but couldn't get the basket to fall.
Hell yeah! We were supposed to beat them.
Yeah, Twizzy.
With all the calls, with all the bullshit, we were supposed to win. Oh my God. This ain't our first time beating them. Before we went out here, we said we was gonna win the ball game. In the locker room at halftime, we said we was gonna win the ball game. See, the thing is, we a good team, man. And folks gotta understand, when we win, it ain't nothing special no more, y'all. It ain't special to beat them, because this ain't the first fucking time. We gotta understand that, though. We winners. We winners. That name across your chest, that means winner. Through adversity, that means winner. Through ups, that means winner. Through downs, that means winner. We are winners in this program. And it's not one guy, it's a team effort. Every time. Expect to win games like that. That's the expectation right there. That is the expectations on this program now to win those games. Everybody better understand that. We expect to win games like that, guys. That's in our DNA, we winners. It just so happened that we won on what was supposed to be their night. That's the only difference. It just so happened it was supposed to be the celebration for them, the grand opening for them, the big hurrah for them. But it's funny how everybody walking out was saying, man, you guys played great. That was a great game, guys. You gotta respect us, man. Start thinking to yourself, we're supposed to win big games. Every time you wake up and put on that uniform, we're supposed to win big games. I'm proud of you guys. Because through the adversity, the ups and downs, y'all ain't throwing the towel. The coaches ain't give up on y'all, y'all ain't give up on the coaches. We made adjustments, we talked things out. That's what good teams do. I'm proud of y'all guys, but I also want you to know this is the expectation. This is what you're expected to do. Don't change anything you're doing. Just know, if this was here, we're going to celebrate this one now. Got another one on Tuesday that we expect to win. Proud of y'all guys. At halftime, we had to have a little powwow. That was a big part of it too, but maturity, that was the thing. That's always going to be the thing with him. His skill level is here, and he's coming along with the maturity, understanding leadership, understanding every play he can be dominant. That's all maturity. Some of the best players, they had a talent early, the maturity late. New's performance, I think that that performance was coming. It was coming. It's all maturity for him, and that kind of performance that happened on Saturday, it was bound to happen. I mean, he done right now. If I'm correct, he's averaging 20 after 4 games. As a sophomore, he went from averaging 12 to 20. That's the maturation that we talked about. So his breakout game, it was his first game. He just doing what he do now on a regular. Now it's almost gonna be, hey man, if you don't get 20, hey bro, what are you doing? I think the gap was big because our guy had to learn how to be a dominant player. He had to learn that. Is the gap closing? I don't want to be controversial. I just want to say that he has the athleticism. He has the skill level. It was always, he just needed to mature some. One guy was seasoned and ready. One guy was very immature and learning. Now you match that maturity with the skill level. I'm gonna say the gap is definitely, it ain't even that big of a margin no more. And I'm not saying nothing bad against the King kid. I'm just saying this guy's maturity level is picked up, and that's the only thing he's ever been lacking. It's never been about skill level. It's always been about the maturity level. And that kid is growing up. So yeah, the gap is closing. Without a doubt, it's closing. And it's closing quicker than most people expected. And he's gonna do some special things.
It wasn't like me. Last year I didn't care. I was just lazy. But this year, I'm a better person. I put in work into something. So I was kind of mad that he didn't play, because I wanted to play against competition, because over the summer, I put in a lot of work to play good people, and I figured dang, he didn't play. I want to get another opportunity to play him again. If we not better than them, why we beating them then? That's what I gotta say. We beat them 3 times already. If you win once, okay, it's a fluke. The second time, boom. The third time, now we just better, point blank.
In order for Tervell to take that #1 spot, because I think he got a chance, is to consistently play hard. Is to consistently play hard and give that effort every trip. And you know what? I don't even think a lot of people know he don't even love basketball. And that's the scary part about it, is when he finds in his heart that it's basketball or nothing, then that's when I think, a lot of people gonna see the real of Tervell Beck. You know what I mean? Right now, he's just living in the moment and don't really know what's really going on right now.
Next week on NEOHOOPS.
Practice Monday through Friday. Well, Saturdays and Sundays I work out from 7 to 10. Then I went 6 to 8. Then most likely after that, I just shoot like 5,000 shots.
Yep. Junior shooting guard Antoine Lillard